Imagine a life with less. Less stuff, less clutter, less debt, less discontent. A life with fewer distractions. Now imagine a life with more. More time, more growth, more contributions, more meaningful relationships. A life of passions not affected by the chaotic world around you. What I'm talking about is an intentional life. A rich life. The kind of rich that has nothing to do with wealth. The kind of rich that has nothing to do with owning a lot of stuff. We've been conditioned to feel that as consumers, we all have this void. A void that needs to be filled. Trying to fill that void with stuff. Lots of stuff. Filling the void with consumer purchases. New cars, new electronics, and closets full of clothes. Recently, I've been living paycheck to paycheck, but I've realized now that I've actually been living for a paycheck, locked in a vicious cycle of spending. And through this journey, I've realized that this isn't really living at all. I've been spending the last few weeks simplifying my life, getting the clutter out of the way to make room for what is truly important. I discovered that there is an entire community of people who explore minimalism. People who are living considerably different lives with children and family and different working situations, but they all shared these things in common. They were living deliberate and meaningful lives. They were passionate and purpose-driven, and they attributed their meaning to minimalism. For my process, I decided to start by emptying my entire bedroom. The hoarder inside of me prevented me from throwing a lot of things I owned away when there was no longer a purposeful use for them. To circumvent this, I devised a plan. I decided that for items that I had a hard time throwing away or getting rid of, I would just put them into storage. Clear my life of these items temporarily. The idea is that after I've lived a considerable amount of time without them, I won't feel as much anxiety when I do decide to throw them away. I purged and kept the things that I had directly used in the last 3 months. With the items that were left, I asked myself, will I use these in the next 3 months? With, of course, the exception of weather-specific items like snow boots and umbrellas that would definitely come in handy. With what was left, I packed away and stored it, to try to put some of my anxieties at bay. As a society, we have such an attachment to our stuff. This was definitely true for myself, and I was doing my best to control the need to hang on to every little thing. Anyone deciding to embrace some aspects of minimalism should be prepared for a long and difficult journey. 6 weeks in, and I am still just learning to let go of some of my belongings. I still feel the compulsion to participate in this consumerist lifestyle. This experience has taught me to put value in things that bring me joy, instead of putting value into my material things. Yes, I love how my bedroom looks now, but the benefits of minimalism stretch much deeper than just aesthetics. What comes after the purge? First of all, clarity of mind. I saw a real difference in my mental clarity when I got rid of the physical clutter in my life. Second would be more freedom and more savings. I saved money by reflecting on my urge to shop and consume. I asked myself, do I really need this? Do I really want this? If the answer was no, then I didn't purchase it. I really felt a sense of freedom and disconnect from such a huge consumer culture. Lastly, this experience has given me the sense of a greater purpose. Fulfilling this goal that I set for myself was such a self-motivator. I really felt like my direction was clear. This experience has taught me that you can design a life of less and in turn design a life of more. More of what you love and less of what you don't need. It's an ongoing process and I am nowhere near complete, but I am excited to see where this takes me next.
Created using Powtoon.